And you know what? I had some keynotes taped to my computer monitor right here, but forget it. I'm just gonna say it.
Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show.
What's going on, Canes fans? I promise that I'm not just trying to put negative energy out there, because you guys know that I'm all about positivity and looking at the bright side. But hear me out for just a second, because this has been bugging me a lot lately, and I understand and I'm fully aware that this is a very unpopular opinion, but I've got to speak my mind on this and put it out there. And you know what? I had some keynotes taped to my computer monitor right here, but forget it. I'm just gonna say it. I am tired, sick and tired of hearing the Miami Hurricanes have 5 national championships argument. For a lot of our fans, it's always the go-to argument, right? As soon as we get into it with the fan of an opposing team, it's the 5 national championships, the 5 rings. It's always what we run to. And you want to know why? Because we've not been relevant or accomplished anything else in a long time. And I know so many of you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. And I understand that it's a hard pill to swallow. Trust me, I myself am a Miami Hurricanes fan. But I'm getting tired of that being the only thing that we have to go to when getting into it with opposing teams' fans. Now, before we dive deeper into this, I have to make it known that I am not, all capital letters, N-O-T, underline, not saying that those 5 national championships are not important. But what I am saying is that as more and more time passes, as those last national championships, most recently the 2001 championship, I know we're not getting into the 2002 argument for this video. That's not the point of this. But as that 2001 national championship goes further and further into the past, it carries less weight. Here, let me explain. There are players right now in this 2021 recruiting class that the Miami Hurricanes are trying to recruit that were not even alive. They weren't even born the last time the Miami Hurricanes won a national championship. Let that sink in. Here, just come over with me and let me show you some quick math. I promise Miami Hurricanes fans that I'm on your side, but just hear me out for a second. Let's assume who's a hot topic right now? Jake Garcia. There are a ton of Miami Hurricanes fans that still want him. I'd still absolutely take him because we don't have a QB for the 2021 recruiting class currently. But let's say that Jake Garcia is 18 years old. He's 17 or 18. He's something close to that. So for the 2021 recruiting class, 2021 minus 18, well. If Jake Garcia was born in 2003, do you know what that means? He hasn't witnessed the Miami Hurricanes winning a national championship. And think of it, I mean, before he can even comprehend what's going on when he's watching football, he's got to be, what, at least 5 or 6 years old? So we're talking 2008, 2009. He's used to watching Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State. A lot of these teams regularly compete for national championships, or at the very least be in the talks, right? I understand that he's currently committed to USC, and the last time they won was like 2004, 2005. Don't quote me on that. So he would have been small then too. I get it. But I'm just saying, my point that I'm trying to make is that when it comes to recruiting, that our 5 national titles are beginning to carry a lot less weight than they did in the past because they're starting to be further and further away in the past. And I mean, maybe it's because that's all we truly have to brag about over roughly the last 20 years. There's been some spurts, right? And we made that run in 2017, but then we made the ACC championship game appearance just to get absolutely crushed, and we were shown that we definitely are not on that level yet. But I think my problem is that I'm just so tired of fans pretending and acting like, I keep throwing this around, that it carries so much weight today. It's not relevant to 2020 and going into 2021 any longer, in my opinion. And again, your history helped shape who you are today. We wouldn't be the same Miami Hurricanes without those national titles. So yes, once again, they absolutely are important. But I'm just honestly getting tired of people always going straight to that argument like it's that big of a deal in 2020. 2021. Let me even give you one other scenario for those of you that are still on the fence and are not convinced. Let's say yes, you are a 5-star recruit quarterback, I guess, since that's a big position in high school, and you don't care about location. You don't care about education. You're thinking championships and NFL. That's your dream. That's what you want to do. And you've narrowed down your schools to Alabama, Clemson, and Miami. Which one are you choosing? Now, I know there's always exceptions, but let's say you didn't grow up a big Miami Hurricanes fan. Let's say you didn't grow up being a fan of either of those three teams. You just NFL and championships. And you're in the 2021-2022 recruiting class. Just think about the schools that you watched growing up. These same schools dominate college football, right? It's a handful. It's 5 to 8 different schools that are consistently dominating, that have built these powerhouse programs. You're guaranteed the same amount of playtime, no matter which one you choose. Just throw out all those scenarios out the window. Which one are you choosing? Better yet, let me put you in the seat of the parent for this kid. Which school are you hoping that your kid chooses, knowing that his dream is to be an NFL All-Star and win national championships at the college level? Which one are you hoping that he chooses? Be real with me. Be honest with me in the comment section. And again, we are improving. We're looking better. The Miami Hurricanes are on track. That's not what I'm trying to argue in this video. What I'm saying is we're going to have to build some credibility now in this upcoming decade, I guess. Build some relevancy. Is that even a word? If it's not, it is now. And again, some of this is me just venting my frustration that we've not been relevant in a long time. And this season has been okay, 7-1 with our only loss to, at the time, the number 1 team in the country, Clemson. But it still doesn't change the fact that we've not competed for a championship in the last 20 years, roughly. And it's just, once again, a hard pill to swallow, and I understand that it's tough to talk about, but it is what it is. We've got to win some championships and regularly compete for our conference championship and make it a game if we want to take that step, that leap to the next level and continue to bring in these big-time recruits consistently. So that's it. I think my rant is done. I'm sure that Canes fans are going to rip me apart down in the comment section. Feel free to leave your opinion. I realize that many of you use that argument and you probably feel personally attacked by Coach Coop like I'm calling you out, but honestly, I'm tired of seeing it. And I understand as well, many of you are going to say, Coop, but the 5 and counting. You're saying 5 national championships and counting. There's more to come. So you're talking about the 5 national championships. You're right. Like I said, they are absolutely important and they helped shape who we are today, but I'm just tired of that being the go-to argument against opposing teams' fans. I watch some of the other YouTubers. I'm not going to name any names, but I've heard Miami Hurricanes fans call in and argue, but we've got 5 natties. And I just sit there and I shake my head because I know that Miami Hurricanes fan is most likely about to get ripped to shreds in the comment section and by whoever is hosting the show, because it just doesn't mean a whole lot anymore when the last time you won a championship was 20 years ago. It is what it is. So that's it, guys. I know this one might have had kind of a negative tone to it. It's not that. I'm super pumped with where the program is going. I am actually a big Manny Diaz fan. I like Rhett Lashley a lot. We can always improve and get better. But all things considered, in the 2020 season, it's going to have an asterisk beside it. It's kind of a wash. Let's be real. With all the rescheduled games, the canceled games, I mean, no one loses a year of eligibility. How much does it really count? But as a little measuring stick for us, our only loss so far coming to Clemson, we're headed in the right direction, I think. At the very least, I hope. So leave your opinions, your comments down below. Are you tired of hearing the 5 national championship argument? Is that still your go-to? It's fine. We can disagree. We can have different opinions. Me personally, I'm just tired of hearing about it. I want to be relevant now. But remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out.